Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Not the things my family did. I am not the voices in my head. I am not the pieces of the brokenness inside. I am light. I am light. I'm not the mistakes that I have made, or any of the things that caused me pain. I am not the pieces of the dream I left behind. I am light. I am light. The color of my skin. I am not the skin on the outside. I am not my age. I am not my race. My soul inside. It's all light. All light. I am 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 divinity defined. I am the God on the inside. I am the star, a piece of it all. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light. I am light.
Shabbat Shalom. Tonight we are gathering as one of 1,000 communities across our nation who are coming together in support of reproductive freedom through National Council of Jewish Women's Reproductive Rights Shabbat. In addition to the more than a dozen states who are already banning abortions in our post-Roe world, there are at least 36 bills right now in our state legislatures that are aimed at criminalizing doctors and other medical personnel in an attempt to regulate abortion. And as abortion pills have become increasingly essential, a case filed by anti-abortion groups in a federal court in Texas seeks to overturn the FDA's decades-old approval of a key abortion drug, which could be banned nationally, even in states where abortion is protected. As we gather here tonight, we recognize that this story is all of our stories, that there are people in this room tonight who have been impacted firsthand or secondhand by abortion. Abortion access and reproductive freedom affects all of our communities, and still we know that our Black and brown neighbors and that those who live below the poverty line face increased risk and increased impact. And that long before our nation came into being, our Jewish tradition affirmed the importance of protecting the life of a mother, beginning with the reason we're gathering on this Shabbat in the text of Parshat Mishpatim. And as such, our reform movement regards abortion access as essential health care and reproductive freedom as religious freedom. And so tonight we are going to sing, we are going to pray, we are going to come together in our community and with our neighbors across this entire country in pursuit of reproductive justice for all bodies. And so I'd like to begin by offering a prayer. This is from the National Council of Jewish Women that will be read in other communities across our country tonight on this Shabbat. God of our ancestors, Elohei Imotenu va'avotenu, we affirm that you have created each of us in your sacred image, endowed with the inherent right to dignity and autonomy. We ask that you guide us toward a caring and loving community and a nation that reveres this dignity in each of us. We affirm that reproductive freedom, the sacred right to own the personhood of one's own body, is a fundamental part of a just society for which we all strive in your name. We ask that you endow us with the strength and with the resolve that we need, because the path that lays ahead is challenging and we all need resilience, strength, and courage. We ask that you protect the most impacted and marginalized among us, because it is they who are most at risk. We do this work in your name, O God, because we are compassionate, loving creations of a compassionate, loving, and just God. It is holy, sacred work. May our country become a place of liberty and justice for all, and may our care for one another include care and respect for each other's right to good and affordable health care, including abortion care, and the right to live safely and securely as we each follow our own path of conscience and the God which we each believe or do not believe. We'll begin together with Shir L'Adonai. Let's all sing a new song and bring a new hope to all of us. We are in the back of the prayer books, page 344.
She
move into Kabbalat Shabbat on page 20. With Lecha Dodi, we are doing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. We're on page 20. Of 21 and face the entrance. we are on page 28 and continue standing for our call to worship, the Baruch Hu. In a moment, we will turn to Shema, our people's prayer of unity, which reminds us that we're all interconnected, we're all interdependent, even when we don't want to be, that there is this soul level that really threads through all of us as part of this human family. And so we'll join together in these sacred words that can be found on page 34.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. 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 Shem kevod malchuto leolam va'ed. Shem kevod malchuto leolam va'ed. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha ubechol nafshecha ubechol meodecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha Veshinantam levanecha, vedibarta bam, beshivtecha beveitecha, uvelechtecha vaderech, uvshochbecha, uvkumecha, ukshartam leot al yadecha, vehayu letotafot bein einecha, uchtavtam al על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
We hold the struggle of centuries, generations in our bodies. We hold in our bodies the struggle of those who have awakened in the middle of the night, knowing in their bones that they could not carry that pregnancy to term, but who were trapped by state abortion restrictions, who may have had to navigate rigid work schedules, low-paying jobs, broken down cars, impossible bus schedules, language barriers, fear of deportation, and the countless hurdles that hinder them from exercising their conscience and acting as their own moral decision makers, and still may not be able to access the care that they need. We hold in our bodies the struggle of all those whose sense of physical safety and bodily autonomy has been diminished, decayed, destroyed by the brutality of misogyny, of trans and homophobia, of racialized capitalism. We hold in our bodies the oppressive restrictions that force us into a future that we did not choose. As we prepare to recite Mi Chamocha, our tradition's call to freedom, we recognize that the process of liberation is not complete when not all bodies are liberated. That whether we identify as male or female or trans or non-binary, that this fight is all of our fights, and that when one person's humanity or human rights are at risk, the fabric of our entire human family is at risk. And so we pray together, and we commit to working together to create this opportunity that we imagine in this song, when our ancestors crossed the sea from their enslavement and dance at their taste, at their experience of true freedom. And so we'll join together in these words, Mi Chamocha. We're on page 40.
Come to this moment every Shabbat where we have an opportunity to seek protection, safety. Today, especially, this prayer stands very true to so many of us on the occasion of reproductive rights Shabbat. And so I share with you a reading written by Rabbi Danya Rutenberg. May you be safe. May a canopy of safety and peace, health and care cover you, despite everything you are now forced to endure. May you find ways to own your body, your agency, and your dignity, despite everything the government has taken from you. May you be surrounded by a community of caring hands and loving hearts who can hold you. May you always know that you are holy, sacred, and your will, your autonomy matters and should be respected as such. May you be protected in all ways, able to weather the material, physical, emotional, and spiritual hardships that come your way. May you find within yourself resilience, strength, and bravery. And may you know that you are not alone. Join together in our prayer for safety and protection. You can find the words on our supplemental sheets right on the front page. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom, L'shalom. V'ha'amidenu Malkeinu L'chaim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha, ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. Shelter us beneath thy wings. Shelter us beneath thy wings. Oh Adonai, guard us from all harmful things. Oh Adonai, keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen.
We'll join together in the Amidah, which can be found on page 46, and invite those who are able to please rise.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Ve'konei Hakol, Ve'zocher Chastei Avot ve'imachot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Leman Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen, Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham Ve'ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai, Mechaye HaKol Atah, Rav Lehoshia, Mashiv HaRuach Umorid HaGashem, Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim Verofech Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar. Michamocha Baal Gevurot, Umidom Melach, Melech Memit Umechaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman Atah L'Hachayot HaKol, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mechaye HaKol. Atah Kadosh v'Shimcha Kadosh, U'Kdoshim b'chol yom, Yechalelucha Selah. Baruch Atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh.
We continue in silence through page 62. You can pray the words of the Amidah or take your own time for some quiet prayer and be seated whenever you're ready. This is a poem by Marge Piercy called Right to Life. A woman is not a basket you can place your buns in to keep them warm. Not a brood hen you can slip duck eggs under. Not the purse holding the coins of your descendants till you spend them in wars. Not a bank where your genes gather interest and interesting mutations in the tainted rain any more than you are. You plant corn and you harvest to eat or sell. You put the lamb in the pasture to fatten and haul it into the butcher for chops. You slice the mountain in two for a road and gouge the high plains for coal, and the waters run muddy for miles and years. Fish die, but you do not call them yours unless you wish to eat them. Now you legislate mineral rights in a woman. You lay claim to her pastures for grazing, fields for growing babies like iceberg lettuce. You value children so dearly that none ever go hungry, none weep with no one to tend them when mothers work, None lack fresh fruit, none chew lead or cough to death, and your orphanages are empty. Every noon, the best restaurants serve poor children steaks. At this moment, at 9 o'clock, a parterre is performing a tabletop abortion on an unwed mother in Texas who can't get Medicaid any longer. In 5 days, she will die of tetanus, and her little daughter will cry and be taken away. Next door, a husband and wife are sticking pins in the son they did not want. They will explain for hours how wicked he is, how he wants discipline. We are all born of woman. In the rows of the womb, we suckled our mother's blood, and every baby born has a right to love like a seedling to sun. Every baby born unloved, unwanted, is a bill that will come due in 20 years with interest, an anger that must find a target, a pain that will beget pain. A decade downstream, a child cries, a woman falls, a synagogue is torched, a firing squad is summoned, a button is pushed, and the world burns. I will choose what enters me, what becomes of my flesh without choice. No politics, no ethics lives. I am not your cornfield, not your uranium mine, not your calf for fattening, not your cow for milking. You may not use me as your factory. Priests and legislators do not hold shares in my womb or in my mind. This is my body. If I give it to you, I want it back. My life is a non-negotiable demand.
We are strong, we are brave. You'll understand if we refuse to behave. There are far too many lives to save, so we won't back down. We will march, we will fight. We won't stop till we get it right. Even in the darkest time of our lives, we won't back down. Oh, can't you hear them calling? Whoa, we won't back down. Whoa. Can't you hear them calling? Whoa, we won't back down. I am you, you are me. In God's image, we're perfect, you see. Doesn't matter about your color or creed, we won't back down. We will pray with our feet, hand in hand we'll take to the street. We are love, we are hope, and we won't back down. Oh, We are brave. You'll understand if we refuse to behave. We'll resist and we won't back down. And we won't back down.
Yeah, Nancy Marks. Oh, amen to that. We shift from a call to action to also recognizing that there's a lot of healing that needs to take place around us, that there are people who are suffering and struggling and really in need to be seen. And part of how we do that is by sharing our truths and our stories with one another. And part of it is also by just being present and being with someone in silence when they need that too. And so we'll move into our Misha Berach prayer and invite anyone who is thinking of someone who is in need of healing, however you define what that healing might be. And I'll invite you to please rise at this time and share their name out loud so that as a community, we can be present with them and with you. Middle of 253.
May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mi sheberach imotenu mikor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
Aleinu is on page 282, and for those who are able, we again invite you to please rise.
Aleinu leshabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש Kadosh Baruch Hu, page 287. Ve'ne'emar ve'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad u'shemo echad u'shemo echad. Before we enter into our Mourner's Kaddish, there's a song that was written not for necessarily reproductive rights, but actually in memory of those who lost their lives in the Tree of Life Synagogue shootings in 2018. And the song, it's a real plea. It's a plea that not only asks us for this, again, this protection, this safety, but for the idea that our spirits are in need of real attention. And this tree of life, this ability to be together and to join together in this opportunity to really think about how we can go out into the world and be that tree of life for those people who need it most. It's a true gift to be able to be here and to rally together. So this is Tree of Life by Nefesh Mountain. But I sing nonetheless in this pain we share. Oh, sweet friends, come and dry your eyes and hold each other by this tree of life. I'm angry and tired of this great divide, but I sing nonetheless with love on our side. Oh, sweet souls who feel broken now, we'll heal together somewhere, somehow. Time and again we have been let down, but we sing nonetheless, still whole and still proud. Oh, sweet Spirit, hear my prayer. Help these words heal someone out there.
We are here at services for many different reasons. Some of us in this space are mourners who are grieving a sense of life or a liberty, and others who are grieving a person whom we've either lost recently or in years past. We also recognize the loss in our community that's hit a little too close to home of 3 souls in Pico Robertson who were leaving services at synagogue this past week. As we recite Kaddish this Shabbat, we especially remember our longtime LBT congregant Jewel Lamb and LBT congregant Nancy Block, wife of Sheldon Block and mother of Katie Block, whom death has taken from us recently. And we link their names with our loved ones, Dan Baer, Leon Bondareff, Nettie Pulitzer Carmel, Lillian Cohen, Dina Mae Cohen, Betty Cohen, Leonard Eskovitz, David Falk, Lucille Greenberg, Robert Samuel Holtz, Simon Horenstein, Helen Isaacman, Louis Kelton, Olga Kent, Marion Levitt, Sydney Lushing, Bill Myers, Michael Miller, Karen Niver, Abraham Olean, Richard Polachek, Alan Rifkin, Sarah Rosenberg, Matthew Schiffries, Arnie Marovich Schwartz, Valerie Siegel, Giddel Sones, and Charlotte Tratner. If there are other names that we should recite, or if I mispronounce the name of your loved one, I invite you to please share their name at this time. We join together in Words of Mourner's Kaddish, which can be found on page 294. And for those who are able, I invite you again to please rise. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabbah, v'yalma divrach hirteh v'yamlich malchuteh, v'chayechon uvyomechon uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv imru amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevarach le'olam ulamei amaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yiramam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha berechu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. Amen. Zichronam levracha, may their memories truly be a blessing to all of us. We'll close together with a call, with a hope that we have to do the work in order to create the world that we want it to be. And so let's join together in these words of peace. Oseh shalom.
Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Ya'aseh shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
Well, first of all, we have a very, very special challah tonight that was baked by Allison Lee. And want to give a huge thanks to our co-creators of our program tonight, Lori Stein and Allison Lee, in honor of a special challah, in honor of reproductive rights, Shabbat. And welcome to Leo Beck Temple. They're going to lead us in the Motzi.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lehem min haaretz b'te'avon. Shabbat shalom. It's real challah. So your decision if you start with the ovaries, the fallopian tube, the uterus, but the fallopian tubes and the ovaries have garlic salt on them. So read that as you may. Do you want to give directions? You want me to do it?
Whatever. Go ahead, Alex.
So this Shabbat shalom, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
So we're going to break for a very short dinner. You know those dinners on Shabbat that you linger over? That's not one of them. This isn't one of them. So I invite everyone to go to, both of the salons are set up with tables for whatever dinner you brought. If you didn't bring dinner, make a friend who did bring dinner. And we're going to gather back here in just over 20 minutes for our program. We'll remind you, but please go eat your dinner, enjoy each other's company, and we'll be back here for the program shortly. And please do stay. Don't sneak out, and we'll see you soon.
Shabbat Shalom.